Greetings, everybody. My name is Brian Ewald, and I'm here at Stevensville, Maryland at the PRS factory. Although the 2020 35th anniversary PRS Experience did not happen here in the factory this year, they did hold a very cool online version of Experience. And if you watched that, you may have seen Paul holding and teasing this very instrument. Every time they've had a PRS Experience, they've released a guitar exclusive to that event. This instrument is in honor of the 2020 Experience. This is the PRS Experience Limited Modern Eagle 5. So the Modern Eagle 5, if you're not familiar with it, was released almost exactly 1 year ago, but it was only as a limited run private stock instrument. Never been available in the core line until now with this run. Out of all the other Modern Eagles and all the other models in the PRS lineup, what really sets this apart is the sheer volume of pickup combinations that you have at your disposal. There are 17 different possible pickup combinations with the addition of another mini toggle that give you a subtle variation of those two. So technically 34 different possible sounds, but it's still very well laid out and easy to get to. I'm going to cover all that. We'll listen to all 17 different sounds, and I'll go through how to get them in a second, but let's look at the general specs of the guitar. Okay, so the Experience Limited Modern Eagle 5 has a mahogany back and a beautifully figured mahogany neck. It is in the pattern neck carve. It has a Honduran rosewood fingerboard and a veneer on the headstock. As you can see, it has the Experience PRS 2020 engraved truss rod cover. It features a bone nut, and the hardware is the hybrid hardware. It has the tweaked Phase 3 locking tuners, 22 frets, 25-inch scale. These are the old school green ripple birds. It also has the PRS patented Gen 3 trem. Okay, getting into the electronics, starting off with the pickups. The bridge and the neck pickup are the TCI pickups. TCI stands for tuned capacitance and inductance, and although that has really kind of become a build philosophy that's enveloped all the pickups in the PRS product lineup, the original TCI pickup is what you would find in the Paul's guitar, which most closely resembles what we have in here. The design started when Paul and John Mayer were working on the 635 pickups that you would find in the Silver Sky. The center pickup is the Modern Eagle 5 narrow single coil. It has a master volume and a master tone, 2 mini toggles to independently split the coils. They are true coil splits, not coil taps. A 5-way blade switch, a mini toggle that changes the impedance of the volume pot, and a push-pull on the tone to, again, engage some new pickup combinations and sounds. So let's go through now and look at all the possible sounds we can get out of it. At the heart of the electronics on this, it's actually kind of straightforward. It's a 5-way blade switch with 3 pickups. So we have bridge, bridge middle, middle, neck middle, and neck. Most of you are familiar with that. And then we have 2 mini toggles that will take the bridge and the neck humbuckers, and we can independently split them to single coils. So that part is fairly straightforward. And in that combination, we have 9 sounds, very much like the same 9 sounds you would get in a 509 model. Not the same sounds, but the same pickup configurations. And then when I engage this, I get the other 8 sounds. So now I'm going to play through each of those 17 combinations, explaining them, but I'm going to play a very similar pattern through each so you can really hear the nuances of the pickups. So that would be the bridge as a humbucker. Here's the bridge as a single coil. In position 2, I can get a humbucker bridge with a single coil middle. I can flip this up and get single bridge, single middle. So in the center position, since neither of the humbuckers are engaged as long as the tone pot is pushed down, will always just give me the isolated single coil middle pickup. Position 4, I can either get a single with a neck humbucker, or I can get single, single, single middle, single neck. And finally, in the fifth position, I can get either a neck humbucker or a neck single coil. So 9 different sounds when my tone pot is pushed down. So now when I pull out the tone pot, what that does is it engages the bridge and neck pickup, no matter where the switch is. So what that does in position 1 and 5, what I can get will be very similar to a 2 humbucker guitar with the with a 3-way in the center position. So I can get bridge humbucker, neck humbucker. I can get bridge single, neck humbucker. I can get single bridge, single neck. And finally I can get a humbucker bridge with a single neck. So that's 4 sounds. And finally, in positions 2, 3, and 4, it doesn't matter if this is pulled out, I will get those exact same combinations, but now adding the center pickup. So all 3 pickups on as either hum, single, hum, with these down. Single, single hum. Single, single, single. And hum, single, single. "17 possible pickup combinations. Just to add some other options in case that's not enough for you, this mini toggle in the down position will give us a 500K volume pot, and in the up position will give us a 250K volume pot. As many of you may know, with humbucking guitars, it's more common to use a 500K pot, which is a little bit brighter, 250K pot, which is a little bit warmer. With single coils, obviously varies from player to player and guitar to guitar, but that's a fairly universal combination. So with this guitar, you can tailor each sound to your taste. If you want to try any of those sounds with a 500K, you can, 250K you can. It's going to be much more of a subtle change than switching of a pickup, but you can really tailor it to your needs. So 34 different possible sounds. The number of sounds on this guitar really sounds daunting, but if you've ever played a guitar with a 5-way blade switch and many toggles to individually split the coils, it really feels familiar. It's not hard to get around, and it's got so many wonderful possible combinations of sounds. Probably the most versatile guitar I've ever played in my life. If you would like to find out where to get one, these guitars will be exclusively available through the dealers that were scheduled to be at the PRS Experience in 2020. So if you check the PRS webpage, the product page for this, you can see a list of those dealers, but I would act fast because they are limited to 200 guitars